Alright, what's up guys? We're here today, nutrition. Now there's plenty of people in this world that don't work out. There's people in this world that work out every day. There's people in this world that work out 2-3 times a day. But if they all wanted to lose weight or if they all wanted to gain weight, it does not matter how much they work out. You can work out and not gain anything if you're not eating correctly. The biggest thing that you have to focus on in your life, even if you're not a person that likes to work out, this goes for anybody. You have to take control of your nutrition. And with that being said, I'm not going to take up too much of your time today, but I am going to give you a chance to go through, explain to you what these 3 macros are, what a macro is, what a calorie is, what do you need to build muscle, what do you need to do to lose fat, what do you need to do if you're trying to recomp your body. It all comes down to nutrition. So we're going to go through the different steps of whether you're trying to bulk up, whether you're trying to shred, and how you should incorporate these 3 sections. And also at the end of this, I'm going to go through how I set up my macros personally and what I'm doing during this transformation if you're following along this journey with me. So starting off, when we're looking at overall just what is a macro. Now when we're looking at a macro, don't judge my hand right now. A macro is short for a macronutrient. Macro, so whenever you hear someone saying, I'm counting my macros, that's what a macro is in short terms. It's just macronutrients. And when you're looking at your macronutrients, that comes in to 3 different categories. You got your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. And all together, these 3 make your macronutrients. So whenever people talk to you about tracking your calories, tracking your macros, these are the 3 things that they're focusing on tracking. But it's important to know that these are your 3 main calories that you're consuming, but it's also important to understand that these 3 are not all equal. Protein themselves have 4 calories per gram of protein. When we look at fats have 9 calories per gram of fat. Carbs as well have 4 calories per gram. So when you're looking at these, it's important to understand that if you have, for example, for simple terms, 2,000 calories, if you have 125 grams of protein and you have 2,000 calories, 125 times 4 gives you 500. So of your 2,000 calories, if you ate 125 grams of protein, that leaves you with only 1,500 calories left that you can consume between fats and carbs. Alright, so I went ahead and I filled out the chart. I'll let you all take a look at it before I go through it. If you want to screenshot, if you want to take some notes before we get going, you can go ahead. If you got some time. Alright, if you didn't get it, you can go back, pause, and screenshot it. So we're looking at protein. When we're going through our bulk, I like to focus on between 0.8 and 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if someone weighs 200 pounds and they're bulking, they can do 200 grams of protein. When I'm shredding, I up that protein a little bit to about 1.1. I usually do for myself, I get the happy medium, I do about 1.2, but you can get up to 1.3. The reason that you want to have more protein while you're shredding or while you're cutting that fat down is because anytime anyone is cutting down, you're gonna lose muscle. So it's impossible to lose only body fat. If you're cutting down, losing weight, you're gonna lose fat, but there is a high chance you're gonna lose some muscle with it. So by upping that protein when you're shredding, it gives you that opportunity to minimize the muscle you lose, because the more protein you have in your body, the more that's fed to your muscles, and the more your muscles are able to fight and stick around. Now, fats get a really bad rep. A lot of people think, oh, I can't eat anything, I hate fats. I can't have fats because I'm gonna get fat. But people don't understand that how much of a role fat does play in the body, and how much, just if you have everything in moderation, fats are very good for you. They're very good for your body. Some people actually can work better off of fats, and fats are also used in places such as your brain. It helps out. So when you're bulking, I'd say 20 to 30% of your total calories. So if you're doing 2,000 calories, 20% of that 2,000 calories you want to be of fats in grams. And when you're shredding, you look at about 15 to 20%. Personally, I feel more satiated, I feel more satisfied when I have a higher fat count. So I'm not saying going up to 40, 50% fat, but if I'm shredding, I usually will take my fats to about 25%, just because I feel as though, for me, a little bit higher of a fat, I can eat more of the foods I like, still be satisfied, and I'm not struggling throughout my entire shred. So, also with bulks, I don't go over 30 with bulks. So me personally, I like to keep all of my fats between 25 and 30%. And then when we move to carbs, you're gonna keep everything from after figuring out what your proteins are, and then going from there and figuring out what your fats are. From the remainder of however many calories you have left after these two factors, you're gonna fill it in with your carbs. Your carbs is where you're gonna get your main sources of energy. So you can get your carbs from breads, you can get your carbs from rice, different starches, some fruits. They kind of get a bad rep too. Some people talk about the no carbs when you're trying to lose weight and things like that. But everything is in moderation, and everything is that works with you. You have people that completely almost X out carbs, and they do keto, which is completely focusing on more fat and less carbs. So it's all in just taking your information, going out, learning, and doing what works for you. So don't think just because I'm telling you to go and do this is gonna work for you. Like I said, you may be a person that's fine with doing 15% fat while you're cutting down. Whereas me, like I said, I like to have a 25% fat. So all it is trying it and adjusting the curve. All you have to do is try it, play with it, and you're gonna find it yourself. And that even goes into what we'll talk about now when you're figuring out your macros and figuring out your carbs. So I'm gonna erase this board, and then we're gonna get into an example. So we're at the bulk, and we're gonna get our calculator out again, our macro calculator. And we are gonna say, we have Reggie here, who's ready to bulk up and get some big muscles. He's 21 years old, he's a male, he's 5'9", and he weighs 175 pounds. So he's trying to get some muscle on him. He also works out 4 to 5 times a week, but we're gonna say he's trying to gain about a pound a week. Instead of losing it, he's gonna bulk up, he's gaining some muscle every week. So we're gonna see how much that is. So now this puts him at, for a baseline, they're saying 3,121. We can just say 3,100, just for good numbers. 3,100. 3,100 calories. And remember, he's 175 pounds. So going right into the protein. Remember, this time, you don't need over a gram, because the body only needs ideally 0.8 to a gram to sustain properly and build muscle. So we're not going to overdo it like if we're shredding, because we aren't worried about losing any muscle because we're building. So we're going to go, for him, just for numbers, we'll say 1. We're going to go 1 gram per pound. He weighs, how much does he weigh? 175 pounds. So this is easy math right here. It'll be 175 grams of protein for him that he'll be doing. Next, on the fat, we need the calculator again. Remember, you can go up a little bit more in your fat if you want to. I stay, once again, between 25 and 30, but since he's bulking, let's say 30% this time. 30% fat. Times his total calories, which is what? 3,100. So we get our calculator. That puts us at 930. But remember, that's 930 calories right now, not grams. So in order to get that, we need to go 930 divided by 9, because there's 9 calories per gram of fat. And that'll give us 103. So just for pretty numbers, I'm going to say 100. So we're going to say 100 grams of fat he can have. Same thing with carbs, we're going to fill in the remainder. And we see, in order to get this, we have to multiply it by 4, so 175 times 4, that equals 700. So that's 700 grams for our protein. 700 calories from our protein, plus 100 grams. So we gotta bring that 100. Remember, we took that from here, but we made it 100. So we're just gonna say 900. But it's not really 930. We want nice numbers. So we're at 700 plus 900. We're at 1,600. That's 1,600 calories that we have so far. So now we have to figure out the difference. So we're going 3,100 minus 1,600. And that equals 1,500. But remember, every gram of a carbohydrate, 4 calories. So 1,500 divided by 4. That's 375. 375 grams of carbs. So we finish this off. We have him taking his protein. We did the math and we have him at 175 grams of protein. His fat, we put him at 100 grams of fat. And his carbs, we have him at 375 grams of carbs. So I hope this goes to show you that figuring this stuff out is simple math. Can get a little tricky at times, but once you do it for a while, you'll figure it out. It may seem like it's a long process, but if you just take the time, knock it out, it's not a tedious job. The tedious part comes in the action. Once you start actually doing it, when you figure out your numbers, you gotta see how your body's reacting to these calories and these macros that you're putting in your body. And when you figure all of that out, and you just, like I said, adjust. You play with it and adjust. You play with it and adjust. It's all in knowing your body. And if you really have that mindset that you do want to change your body, you do want to make yourself look better, you want to make yourself in the image that will make you happy and happy with yourself and self-confident in yourself, that's when the job is done. It's not what other people see in you. If you take your body to the point where you're happy how you look and you feel as though you put the work in to make yourself look the best you can, then the job is done. And doing something like this should not hold you back from becoming the person you want to be, having the body you want to be, having the energy you need to do the things that you want to do that makes you happy. So, I'm going to end this off I hope this information was really helpful. Like, comment, subscribe for more content coming your way, and eliminate who you are not first. Then you'll find out who you need to be. This is Markel Proctor. I'm out.